Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy Anthony Williams, the founder of rebeltosucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it. What up, Rebels? It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed coming at you with another podcast episode. So in this podcast episode, we're going to be sharing some more valuable information from none other than Steve Jobs, one of my favorite people. Steve Jobs was a genius, man. And I love listening to his motivation, his information, any tips that he got to give. My ears is wide open to hear for Steve Jobs, because he's I consider him one of the geniuses of our times, and just an all around very smart person, productive person. And he created a lot for us. So I want to share this clip from him about focus to help you guys on your focus. So check out this clip by Steve Jobs.
What about OpenDoc?
What about OpenDoc? Yeah. What about it? It's dead, right?
Huh?
It's dead, right?
Well, I don't know. I spent a lot of time working on it.
Yeah. Well, let me say something. This sort of generic. I know some of you spend a lot of time working on stuff that we put a bullet in the head of. I apologize. I feel your pain. But Apple suffered for several years from lousy engineering management. I have to say it. And there were people that were going off in 18 different directions, doing arguably interesting things in each one of them. Good engineers, lousy management. And what happened was, you look at the farm that's been created with all these different animals going in different directions, and it doesn't add up. The total is less than the sum of the parts. And so we had to decide what are the fundamental directions we're going in, and what makes sense and what doesn't. And there were a bunch of things that didn't. And microcosmically, they might have made sense. Macrocosmically, they made no sense. And, the hardest thing is, when you think about focusing, right, you think, well, focusing is saying yes. No. Focusing is about saying no. Focusing is about saying no. And you've got to say no, no, no. And when you say no, you piss off people. And they go talk to the San Jose Mercury, and they write a shitty article about you. And it's really a pisser. Because you want to be nice. You don't want to tell the San Jose Mercury, the person that's telling you this, just was asked to leave, or this or that or this or that. So you take the lumps. And Apple's been taking their share of lumps for the last 6 months in a very unfair way. And it's been taking them, like an adult. And I'm proud of that. And there's more to come, I'm sure. There's more to come. I mean, I read these articles about some of these people that have left. I know some of these people. They haven't done anything in 7 years. And, they leave, and it's like, it's like the company's going to fall apart the next day. And so, I think there'll be stories like that come and go. But focus is about saying no. And the result of that focus is going to be some really great products where the total is much greater than the sum of the parts. And OpenDoc, I was for putting a bullet in the head of OpenDoc. A, I didn't think it was great technology, but B, it didn't fit. The rest of the world isn't going to use OpenDoc. And I think as a container strategy, there's some stuff in the Java space that's much better. And even the OpenDoc guys were basically trying to rewrite the whole thing in Java anyway, which was a restart. So it didn't make sense.
So that was the clip by Steve Jobs. Very informative, straight to the point. Very short, very straight to the point, and something that I really didn't have a grasp on when it came to focus. So I used to think that focusing was trying to focus on the thing that I was trying to focus on. So narrowing in on the thing that I wanted to focus on. And when I heard this clip from Steve Jobs a while ago, when I heard this clip, it changed my whole perspective on focus, because he's telling you to focus on, saying no to everything else. So what I noticed in my journey on my self-development journey, or whenever I was trying to create something, I would always, get sidetracked and jump on the next thing that I felt would be successful for me. And for you to focus on whatever you're trying to focus on, when you're on your road, when you're working on whatever you're working on and try to achieve your goal, there's going to be things that's going to come along that's going to seem, it's going to seem like a better idea. And for you to be able to focus on that, you have to say no to those other ideas. And that's something that I've always had to work on. It's something that I always had an issue with. But when I heard this clip from Steve Jobs, and he said, focusing was about saying no to everything else, that's when it really clicked for me, and I was able to, I feel, be a bit more committed, and I can get more done. Because when you focus on your one thing and you say no to everything else, then, whatever you put your energy into, you're going to get results from. So if I'm able to continuously put my energy into this one thing and not dilute my attention and my energy in other areas, you have to see results. So love this clip by Steve Jobs. Hopefully it helped bring some clarity to whatever you're trying to focus on, and it gave you like a different perspective on how to focus. So again, Steve Jobs is a genius. I consider him one of my long lost mentors, because he did pass a while ago, but he's a genius. And like I said, he created he created the iPhone. He was the head of Apple, one of the biggest, companies in the world, man. So, and it's still going strong today, even in his death. So that just goes to show you like the power of him, and what he was able to accomplish while he was alive is just, it's crazy. So I love Steve Jobs. I love his mentality. Hopefully you guys found value in this clip. You learned something from him today in this clip. Hopefully you found something that you can apply to your own life. So if you love this episode, if you like this episode by Steve Jobs, if you found value in this clip, go leave a review. Let me know what you thought about it. Go to the website, rebel2succeed.com. Check out the content there. And last but not least, be a rebel, rebel to succeed, reach everybody by exercising love. Make sure you go out and show somebody some love today. And it's your boy Ian from Rebel to Succeed. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebel2succeed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.